Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer, and welcome back to Tennis Manager. This is episode 35. Our staff work is not quite done yet. There's a couple things still to do before we make our next hire, just because I think it's time for a little bit of an overhaul and a little more expansion on the outside of sports staff. Recruiters-wise, we have 2 more vacancies. I do have an expiring contract this year for one of them. I'll let that run its course before I replace them, as we have a level 2 scout, but we do have 2 vacancies, so we could easily hire at least one more for now and get some more scouting happening. But meanwhile, our agent, who has signed 12 contracts, by the way, terrible. Level 1, we had to re-sign them because we couldn't get higher at the time, and they are expiring, and I was thinking about letting it run its course, but no. No, I'm done waiting. We are going to let them go and hire somebody. So first thing is we're going to dismiss. I know it's going to come at a cost, but it's only 10,000, so we can easily afford that. And it looks like we're going to be able to replace her with literally the best option out there. We are going to have to bump this up a bit if we are going to get this, into that happy zone. So bigger signing bonus, a little more monthly wage. Yeah, keep going on that signing bonus. This should bump us up quite a bit. There you go. From one US-based 1,000 level tournament to the next, we're in Miami. 24 seed, 24 rank. Already into the second round, but we have a Switek third round matchup likely. Last time we had a 4 seed, and they didn't make it through. So if we get lucky and Lee can help us out, do us a little favor. Otherwise, this might be a little shorter tournament than the last one. Not so short that we don't at least get through one round. We do that one. It did take a tiebreaker in the first set, but then we win comfortably in the second. I do love that we've gotten good enough that even Switek, third-ranked player in the world, is more close enough now that it's balanced. I don't know about the top 2. We haven't played them, but it's looking like top to bottom is now at least balanced for us. So we are not overmatched by anybody. That doesn't make us favorites. That top 20 is still essentially better than we are, but not by much any longer. That means we have a chance. Being that it was still an early round, I didn't want to go in and have to play the match. Took our chances, figured it was going to be an exit. It's not. We just beat Switek. This is now the biggest match victory that I think we have had. We've beaten 1 or 2 top 10 players, since the balancing update way back when now. And I don't think we've beaten any top 5s as of yet, though. So this was a big one for us. 6-3, 3-6, 6-3. Total winners was -4, but unforced errors +8 to our advantage. That was big, essentially half. And that was the difference, because 51%, we won 5 points more than she did over the course of this. And the unforced errors, that's 8. That was the tipping point for this match. We barely won more than she did, even though we ultimately had 15 games to her 12. So that 3 games more, points wise, that accounted for maybe 1 of those. So on the balance, she beat us by a couple games, spread out. So we squeezed through on the wins that we got, and she was a little more comfortable on her wins, but we did enough, and we are through. Round of 16 is not getting any easier for us. Sophia Kenin is the next opponent, and that seems a bit low for her ranking-wise, so maybe bad form is a contributing factor there and could help us out. But then it's Corey Goff to the next round, and most likely, if we do happen to get through, and I'm not liking our chances of having another big upset at this stage. 1 big upset's probably enough for us. 2 would be pushing it. I don't see 3 happening. She's the one who knocked us out of the Australian Open last year, so the opening Grand Slam, round of 64. We did win a set before losing the other 2, and we did keep it close. But again, with I don't have a sense of urgency on this tournament. So I'm going to go ahead and use the simulate. And we're through. But like I said, 2 could happen. I don't see 3 upsets happening. And with Corey Goff coming up next, it's a bit much to ask. Equal on aces, almost equal on total winners. On forced errors, the difference again. Keeping it clean and keeping rallies alive is the difference. But we've been focused on Uni's skill shots recently, and her number of winners has gone up as a result. And that's edging us closer to this top 10. How close, I don't know. We lose the opening set and win the other 2, so flipping what we did last time we played her. Close throughout, 52% of the points. And Ostapenko has upset Corey Goff, giving us a favorable quarterfinal matchup. However, it's not that favorable. She is 33rd in the rankings, not far below us. But this is absolutely going to help our ranking. We moved up 1 spot after getting to a similar position last week. This week, I would see 1 more spot. Again, if we move forward, that could be, a couple spots in the rankings. And meanwhile, Sabalenka is the one who awaits us in the semifinals. It doesn't feel like 4th time's the charm kind of situation. 3rd time could be the charm. I like our chances here. I'd say 50% because, your luck runs out at some point. And getting through 2 incredibly difficult matches feels exhausting. 3 sets throughout, I feel like we could be a bit tired in this one. She, meanwhile, took care of Goff quite comfortably and in the earlier round as well, so she would have a stamina advantage over us here. We'll do the semis if we get that far, but let's go ahead and quick sim once again. 1-1 all time. She was out early in the Indian Wells Open, so pushing much further this time. She's very much rested compared to us. Seems to make a difference, but not enough of a difference. She slaughters us on service. 12-1. However, we were 83% on our first serves. She was 70%. We got that ball in play. We didn't get a lot of aces, but I think, you would think, right? Only 3 aces, but 83% in play would be enough that it gives us front foot. First serve points 1. Actually, almost equal between us. Second serve points 1, much to our advantage. Break points saved. We only lost 1 break point in the entire match. She only lost a few. So this thing was pretty tight. Sabalenka, Ayala, Osaka are the ones that remain. So the top 2 players plus Ayala, who's been really good of late. Though she did drop 1 spot in the rankings, but she's back into the semis. So where she might have faltered recently, she's back on it for here. So we've punched above our weight making the semifinals. I do not expect to go any further. We just barely pulled off the win that seemed probable, but the 2 that didn't. Again, I think we've used up our luck at this point. Just making the semis is great. It's going to really boost our ranking, at least a little bit anyway. It's hard to climb too fast at this stage. Unless we were to win. That would easily get us into the top 20, but...
Time. First set.
Somehow I am at 100%. I have no idea how we've done that with 3-set close matches 3 times in a row. But we enter this semifinal feeling good and pumped. She's determined and also almost equally rested, better than 95%. So not quite 100, but pretty dang close.
30-15.
Starting on the back foot, of course, as she gets the service. So we'll see. I do think that last match actually did serve first, so that was nice to see that we actually got to open that one just in. We were right on the line there. It did put her on the back foot, but she responded really well, like the #1 player that she is. So there you go. Ultimately, we lose that first game, but we certainly played well, made it tough, and responded extremely well. winning the second game on straight points. And potential chance to break, and do. Wow, so we're doing well here early on in this first set. Up 3-1. Again, looking to break. 4-1. At this point, you'd say we're heavy favorites to win this opening set. But she's looking to respond in kind, in a big way. Fails to do so, and it's 5-1. She's already dropped down to unfazed. And neither one of us is looking too troubled stamina-wise. I don't think that's going to be a factor in this match at all. Up 5-2. Just need one more to seal the deal. And plenty of room for error if she does turn around and break us. But we're up 40-30 with set point. Serving right down the middle on that first one. Just getting it in play. Not really doing any. Oh,
Deuce.
That was ugly. That one not even very close.
Out.
But that's out. Back to advantage. And again, we have a set point. Well played to the corner. Attacking the net. Oof. Going near side when you thought far side would have been the logical way. But now we go far side. And yeah, that was good. We've got one set. It's going to take another, though. Easier said than done.
Second set.
Speed things up here initially, especially while we have the cushion. But she opens the set with service and wins that first game. And we do immediately level. And looking to break here, going up love 30. And we've done it. We break her, so we're already taking the advantage here in the second set. Continuing that pressure, we win the next one in straight points, and it's 3-1. Break does not seem likely on this occasion. It's not, but as long as we can hold serve here and go 4-2, you would have to say that the force is strong with us today. And it is up 4-2. Don't even need to break anymore. We just need to not screw up our service. But we had a chance to break there for a moment, but it's back to deuce and advantage. Deuce again. And she's now got the upper hand and does ultimately win the game, but we nearly break her again. And I think, well, she's back to confident. But with service, 5-3. Looks like she's going to get 5-4 here, but we've got a chance. We've got a chance with the service. Let's watch the whole of this game. It's 15 love. Ooh, thought we had that one, and then awkward animation. Maybe just the slow down from speed up to slow down. Just the animation took a moment to gather itself, because it certainly looked like she was well wide. Looked like she was nowhere near that ball, but then all of a sudden zipped across just long there, and it's 30-all. I think that was more just animation error, not some superhuman feat. Well played to the corner, but not very good on the corner there. But we attack the net somewhere we've been pretty good. This time in, not a foot wide. And it's 40-30. It is match point. Second serve is in. And we start playing the edge, already attacking the net, going for it, and got it. And we have won this semifinal. We are into the final of a 1,000-level tournament for the first time. This is now our biggest, deepest tournament run. And we have knocked off the number 3 player, the number 1 player, the number 11 player, who was a former number 1. Yes, right? Tennis fans. I'm not mistaken on that one, right? But 6-2, 6-4. Whew. Another huge matchup coming, though. Either Osaka or Ayala. Last year, Osaka was the player that I played most all time. We had a pretty good record against her, and then as she got later in her career, she began to fade, and our record got even better, especially as we got better. But this is the first time that we will have played one another. Currently ranked number 2 in the world. You can see a whole lot of green on that stat screen for her over the last year. She's been pretty dang good. Yeah. And she recently won the Australian Open, so got a big slam on her record of achievements for this year already. but that's the only win that she's had. Well, since the Melbourne 2 Open in the lead up to that opening slam. So since then, a quarterfinal, a final, quarterfinal, and round of 64. Oh no, yeah, Indian Wells, as in the one we went quite a bit deeper than that. She was out in first round played anyway for her, as she had that first round bye, certainly. So wow, okay. She's bounced back already with the final here, and she's going to be tough to beat. Can we knock off literally the entire podium places of the rankings to win this tournament? I've mentioned multiple times how I think our luck has already run out, but somehow
Time. First set.
we are pumped, but there was some concerns regarding our pre-match mentality. 3 out of 4 areas. Actually all 4 areas, but our talk took care of one of them. We're anxious. We're stressed. We're not feeling too good entering this final. Nerves so far not getting the best of us as we are up 40 love. We've already had an ace, I believe. And yes, we have already had an ace, as it's still stated on the top of the screen, even if it wasn't last point. Fitness, both are excellent entering this match, 95% plus. She's determined. We do win the first game, so we are at least... There's no donuts here. We will be on the scoreboard. How far do we get? Well, let's find out. It's not a slam. These were my nemesis in Tennis Manager 21. I think I only ever won 1 or 2, and it was very, very late in the series that I managed to do even that. So this would be a shocking result to kind of come seemingly out of nowhere, out of the bullpen, to come claim a huge victory type scenario. As you know, we know we're getting good. We know that top 25 absolutely, and inching our way towards top 20, but it's a very different matter to come away with a win here. And we're on the verge of breaking her, as we came awfully close there, but couldn't do it, so it stays. Service is taking care of everything so far as we look to go up 4-3. Advantage, come on. Yes. This could go to tiebreakers, as neither have been able to break the other. Though we obviously came close once, but she also just came close in the following game. 30-15. Attacks the net, gets the winner on us, and it's 30-30. Deuce. Advantage. 5-4. Great job attacking the net. Just getting that one. How did she reach that? How did she reach that? That ball, before she even took her first step off of the opposite line, that ball had already hit the ground. Nice ball to the corner. Got her going deep again, and forces the wide return hit there, and it's 40-30. Set point. And this would be that final first break and final point of the set. Oh, thought we had it there for a second. Both attacking the net, and she went long, possibly wide as well, missing the corner completely. And we have claimed the first set. One set away, but far from done. It's Osaka. Don't count your chickens before the eggs hatch. A lot still to do. But we are thrilled, and she is anxious, so the mental game has definitely gone our way. But she's immediately coming back here and breaks us in the first game. We already dropped to enthusiastic after dropping games 1 and 2, and she's looking to break us again. She's looking to crush us here in the second set. It's love 3. Told you, don't count those chickens. Do not count them. This thing is far from over. Let's just avoid the sweep at least here in set number 2. We still haven't won a game yet. She's bounced all the way back, and she's about to break us again. Come on. Come on, Uni. Thank you. She got one. She got one. That was getting very, very ugly there for a little bit. Can we break her and get back in this thing? We were up 40-30, and she's had advantage twice now on us and wins the game. So set number 2 is definitely going to go Osaka's way, and it's going to take set number 3 to have a chance in this thing. Trailing 5-2. Even if we break here, I don't think we're going to do terribly well. Set point.
4 second service. 40
Good response there. Nice hard backhand. Ooh, that one. That was out, but okay. Just towards the edge of the line, but it certainly looked a hair wide anyway. But it's Osaka. She gets the call. That's wide. And there's set number 2. And we have to play 3 sets. 9 unforced errors in that one. Advantage. And we broke her. It's 2-0. Now we get the start that she got in set number 2. We are very much on the front foot now. Deuce. Advantage. You know if we break her here at 4-0 for love and serving next, the match would have to be ours at that point. Oof, she is very much on the front foot right now, though. That looked really long, but apparently it was not, as she gets the point. Of course, we couldn't see where it was from the camera angle, but we get that one and back to advantage. She attacked the net, but we just hit it where she wasn't. Nice. Front foot now. But again, we go back to that corner, allowing her to rebound, and then we go to the corner again to win the game. Wow, what a wonderful winner there to break her and go for love. Folks, let's start counting those chickens. Let's start counting those chickens. They might still be hatching, but I think it is time to begin the count. 15 love. We might just do this. We might just do this. This is going to be our first major title. It's not a Grand Slam, but I mean, this is a wonderful, wonderful sign of the progress we have made. 30-15. We're not done counting. Just, we can start counting, okay? 40-15. Need a stronger forehand there, pulling it closer to the line. Probably could have been a winner from there. There it is. 5-0. That's out. Was wondering why we were letting that one go. I thought it was going to drop in, but it hung just a little bit longer. By the way, life update for you. So I've been playing soccer 2 times a week, every Saturday and Sunday, in separate cities, an hour apart from each other, for many, many years. Many years. But I've had injury after injury after injury. I play hard, and I'm small, and I've had combination injuries of, you know, contact from others just absolutely wiping me out, generally because I have just enough pace to outrun others with the ball, and tend to have a very good acceleration to get up to that speed to start getting past somebody, and they stick a leg out, or you know, they stick that arm out and give that big shove, and I tend to make those moves right near the wall, and so I get smashed into the wall pretty often. Or, as I've gotten older, the other type of injury, the non-contact injury, the self-inflicted, not ankle rolls or anything like that. The most recent was another calf tear, simply from striking the ball with my foot for a long cross. Moment I made contact with the ball, calf burst. Just age has not done me well, and one of the leagues anyway, the opponents are half my age, and
Advantage.
that's continually, a situation that's gotten worse because those new teams come in, kids in college playing college ball against my team, much older. 6-0. We've won it. We're going to wrap this episode up here in a second, coming off of our biggest career victory. And there's that confirmation of our first major title. Our biggest title prior to this was a 250. This is a big jump. You've got the 500s. You've got the 900s. You've got the 1000s. I mean, that's a 3-step jump from our previous Grand Slam history, qualifier. Was all we mustered this year. Our best performance was a single at Wimbledon, round of 16. And here we are just winning a 1000 level, which is practically the same. It's that highest level. It's all the best players. So it's practically the same as a Grand Slam, just less prestigious. Competition-wise, it's the same. As in opposition-wise, you're playing the best players at either one. Same with the 900 level, though a few people sit out on those. So almost the same, but wow, huge there. Anyway, back to the point. The injuries have finally decided for me. As this latest one, I've played a few times and re-hurt the calf each time. I finally did what my wife and I have been trying to do for a couple years, which was retire from our co-ed indoor soccer, and we have done so. I've already started up at a gym that has racquetball. Tennis will come later. We need racquetball first to really get comfortable on the ball. It's so much easier in that enclosed environment. And I like indoor. I live in an environment where it rains, it's cold for much of the year. Indoor is a good choice for sports around here. And so I played racquetball 15 years ago when I was in college. Have not played since. So it's going to take a little time to adjust, but especially to get my wife caught up on a racket sport, something that I at least have some experience with, and sports in general. I pick things up a bit faster than she does. It took her years to get to grips with soccer and become a quite effective player who scored on a fairly regular basis as kind of a box-to-box player too. So doesn't get quite as many shot attempts as some of our teammates and would outscore many of them. But anyway, we've moved on from that. It's been painful. It's been a painful 2 weeks, but I'm enjoying racquetball so far, and I'm starting to feel this a little bit more having done that. That's going to do it for this episode, though. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there. Bye for now.